Good morning, students. All we'll start the new chapter in the PU syllabus. Chapter name will be magnetism and matter. So PU syllabus first we will discuss about this magnetism and matter new chapter. 7 marks will come from this chapter in the board examinations. In the theory examinations, 7 marks will come from this chapter. One 2 marks question and one 5 marks question will come, or one 1 mark question will come and 2 3 marks questions will come from this chapter. If the point is clear, 2 marks plus 5 marks or 1 mark and 2 3 marks will come in this chapter. Now, initially in this chapter, what is meant by magnetism we will discuss. What is meant by magnetism? How we will define the magnetism? The property of attracting the substances like steel, nickel, iron, cobalt, etc. is called magnetism. So that property, if a substance is attracting that substances, then that substance will be called as a magnet. The property of attracting the substances like steel, nickel, iron, cobalt, etc., that is called as the magnetism. And what are magnets? Materials or substances which are exhibiting the property of magnetism, those are called as the magnets. Materials which exhibits the property of magnetism are called magnets. The point is clear. Write down the notes for this. Magnetism, the property of attracting the substances like steel, nickel, iron, cobalt, etc. is called magnetism, and the materials which exhibits the property of magnetism are called as the magnets. Magnets are classified into 2 types. First one will be natural magnets, second one will be artificial magnets. Magnets will occur in the nature. How gold is available in the, we are not making any gold, we are not making any silver, like we are not making any magnet. Magnets will occur in the nature if it is there. That type of magnets are called as the natural magnets. Magnets occurred in the nature are called natural magnets. Magnets, we can made the magnets. We cannot made gold, we cannot made silver, but we can made the magnets. Those magnets are called as the artificial magnets. Point is clear? Magnets made by us, those are called as the artificial magnets. Magnets occurred in the nature are called as the natural magnets. Natural magnets, example if we take magnetite, one oxide of iron that is behaving as a magnet. Earth is also considered as a huge natural magnet. Next, magnets, artificial magnets means we are making that magnets. We can made the magnets in any shape, bar magnets, dumbbell magnets, horseshoe magnets, like that. Depending on the requirement, We are making that magnets. Which is stronger, artificial magnet or natural magnet means artificial magnets are stronger than the natural magnets. Write down one by one what I am writing on the board. Try to copy, consider it as a notes. If the point is clear, write down what I am writing on the board. I will tell where to write. Then that you consider it as a notes. Next point, place an arrow and write down magnets are of two types. Magnets are of two types. One, natural magnets. Two, artificial magnets. Natural magnets and artificial magnets. Next side heading, what are natural magnets? Magnets occurred in nature, or magnets available with nature are called natural magnets. Magnets occurred in nature are called as the natural magnets. Example, magnetite. This is one oxide of iron, Fe3O4, sometimes Fe2O3, different magnetic oxides of iron. Those will also behave as magnets. And earth is also considered as a huge natural magnet. Next, second one, artificial magnets. Magnets made by us are called artificial magnets. Okay, we can make the magnet of different shapes because we are making the magnets. Depending on the requirement, we can make different types of magnets. Example, bar magnet. Next, horseshoe magnet. Etc. If the magnet is in the form of a horseshoe, horseshoe will be like this. If the magnet is in this form, then that magnet will be called as the horseshoe magnet. Bar magnet means like this. If a magnet is in this form, then that magnet will be called as a bar magnet. So which is stronger means artificial magnets are stronger than the natural magnets. Write that point also. Pause the video and write the notes. It will be easy for you to write. Artificial magnets are stronger than natural magnets. Artificial magnets are stronger than natural magnets. That is about types of the magnets. Next, after finishing of that, let us see what are the properties of the magnets. Write down next. Properties of magnets. First one will be attractive property. Magnets will exhibit three types of properties. First one will be attractive property, second one will be directive property, third one will be inductive property. What is attractive property? It is attracting small pieces of iron, nickel, cobalt, etc. That property will be called as the attractive property of the magnet. It is attracting, that magnet is attracting. Here remember, our discussion is confined to bar magnets. Remember, magnet which is in the rectangular shape, that will be called as the bar magnet. Our discussion is confined to bar magnets. Remember that one. Attractive property means it is attracting magnets will attract iron, nickel, steel, cobalt, etc. This property is called attractive property. This property is called attractive property of magnets. Write down this. Magnets will attract iron, nickel, steel, cobalt, etc. This property is called attractive property of the magnets. Clear? Here, attractive property, poles concept will come. What is meant by magnetic? What are magnetic poles? What are the properties of that magnetic poles? Like that a concept will come. I am taking a bar magnet. I am taking a bar magnet which is in the rectangular shape, that will be called as a bar magnet. I am keeping this bar magnet in iron filings. I am keeping this magnet in iron filings. What are iron filings means? Small pieces of iron. Small pieces of iron, just like sand pieces, how small those are. If we cut the iron like that, those are called as the iron filings. For example, it is a magnet. It is a magnet. I kept that magnet in iron filings, and if we remove that magnet, most of the iron filings, majority of the iron filings are attached. Most of the iron filings are attached nearer to the ends of the magnet. At the center, very less number of filings will be attached, or very no iron filings will be there. Most of the iron filings are attached nearer to the ends of the magnet. Those means what we can understand, the magnetism of that magnet is concentrated at these 2 points. Those here around this point, most of the iron filings are attached. Then we can consider that points as magnetic poles. How we will define the magnetic poles means the locations which is in the magnet where the magnetism of the magnet is concentrated. Those locations are called as the magnetic poles. That will comes in the attractive property of the magnet poles definition. Every magnet will have two poles. One will be south pole and another one will be north pole. Every bar magnet will have two poles. One is south pole and another is north pole. If we cut the magnet into how many pieces? So many number of small pieces. If we cut the magnet, every piece will behave as a magnet and every piece will have two poles, because in that magnet each molecule will behave as a magnet. Because that's why if you cut this into any small pieces also, each piece will have behaves as a magnet and each piece will have two poles. And important point is, magnets having single pole cannot exist in the nature. If a magnet is there, definitely it is having two poles, isolated magnetic poles. So magnet having only north pole, magnet having only south pole cannot exist in the nature. Magnet is there means automatically that magnet is having two poles. Remember that one. Okay, how we are discussing this one? See, next, what are poles? Magnetic poles. How we are defining this one? Magnetic poles. The locations which are nearer to the ends the locations which are at nearer to the ends of a bar magnet, where its magnetism is concentrated, are called magnetic poles. Where these magnetic poles are located nearer to the ends of a bar magnet, there that magnetism of the magnet is concentrated, those are called as the magnetic poles. Understanding? Write in the same. Next point, poles always occur in pairs. Means south pole, north pole will be there. Isolated poles cannot exist in the nature. Isolated poles cannot exist in the nature. There are two poles in a magnet. One is north pole and another is south pole. So every magnet is having two poles. One is north pole and another is south pole. Clear? Next. The two poles of a magnet, the two poles of a magnet are having same strength. How much attracting power south pole is having? Same amount of attracting power north pole is also having. Two poles of a magnet are having same strength. The distance between, or the line joining, we will write this one, the line joining two poles of a magnet is called magnetic axis. The line joining two poles of a magnet is called magnetic axis. We can write all these points in the attractive property of the magnet.